was so upset. It's not funny.
But it's okay.
Hello, hello, hello. So today is the day that I've been waiting for since our ultrasound, which was when we were 8 weeks, and now I am going to be tomorrow 14 weeks. So I have been waiting patiently for this ultrasound, well, this visit with the specialist, because I have a lot of questions and concerns that I need answers for. And then I believe today we also will be getting another ultrasound. I was told that we will get an ultrasound every month with the specialist. So I'm excited to be able to see if all of the deprivation has been worth it, and see if these little nuggets are growing on track and that I'm doing okay. And then I've heard and read and seen that a lot of twin moms get their genders around the 14th week, and since I'll be 14 weeks tomorrow, I'm hoping that they'll be able to see the genders so that that little piece of information can be shared with me. We're not gonna tell Daddy yet. I'm gonna surprise him with that information. So if they do know, if they can tell, I'm gonna have them only tell me.
I already know. 2 boys. Boy maker.
And why is it 2 boys?
I'm a boy maker.
He has 1 child that's a boy, and that makes him a boy maker.
Yeah.
There's no other possibilities because of the 1 child that he has. So he believes that it's 2 boys. I believe that it is a boy and a girl, or 2 girls, because this pregnancy is like, while it's a twin pregnancy, and I know it's not going to be the same as a regular singleton pregnancy, I just feel like my symptoms and the things that occurred during the first trimester were highly different from when I was carrying my son. Like, I did not have acne issues. I did not have like excess fatigue, exhaustion. I actually didn't have any issues when I was pregnant with my son. I just felt like a normal person that was just getting bigger in the belly. Until like I got to the end and he was just so big. There were like a couple little things that came up, but overall, like, I had a really easy pregnancy with my son, and this pregnancy has not been like that. Whereas there's a lot of other factors. I'm older, it's twins, I have VSG, so I know there's other things that come into play, but I don't know, I just have a gut feeling that it's a boy and a girl. And for whatever reason, because this young man is a boy maker, he feels like it's boys. But I just can't see God just making me be all outnumbered like that. Like, if it's 2 boys, then that means that my whole household is full of boys, and I'm the only girl. We got Deuce, we got DJ, we got him, and then we're gonna have the 2 babies. All boys? Oh no, we can't be doing that. We need a little mixture somewhere.
Who's him?
Him, you, my husband. Him, over here, the man. So honey, everybody's probably gonna want to know how you're doing. How are you coping?
I'm getting better. Taking day after day. Stride after stride.
He is definitely getting better. I think we had a conversation like last week. I don't remember when it, yeah, like it was actually right before last week, before I made my pregnancy announcement. And I think that conversation, I was very honest about like how his non-excitement was making me feel, and it was like pressure on me. And I'll probably do a whole nother video about that. But since that, I feel like since I was honest and open about how that made me feel, I feel like he's definitely been better.
Get better. I'm just a man. I ain't going nowhere.
Definitely not.
16 years.
16.
What is it, 15?
Oh, I thought you was like saying you got 16 more years.
Oh my God.
I already told him before I even got pregnant, he was stuck with me anyway, so I don't know what he thought. Like, my plan is when we get old and gray, we're gonna get us a Winnebago and we're gonna like drive the country. We're gonna go like to every state and just like live on the road like a whole year and just enjoy each other's company. I've been saying that for years, right?
Yeah. You've been saying it for years. We're about to have these 2 kids, so we're gonna get 2 power wheels and connect them together.
Yeah, well, the kids, we just have to wait a little bit longer to do it. That's all. But we still gonna be young. We still gonna. Honey, when the babies turn 18.
I already did the math. I'll be 57 years old.
That's still young.
Man, I'm almost dead.
That is still young. People in their 60s.
I know. It ain't nothing to a giant.
Yeah, man, we're gonna still be able to get our Winnebago, and we're gonna still do what we do. And we may be able to get our Winnebago and just travel with the babies. You never know. But yeah, so anyways, we're on the way to the specialist, so I'm excited about this appointment because my only concern is that I am doing my best to make sure that these babies are healthy. Like, that's all I ever cared about when even with my son, like, I didn't care if it was a boy or a girl. I didn't care if it was an orange or a tangerine. All I cared is that I did my best job to make sure that I gave it a healthy home to live in until it made it into the world. So that's all I'm really concerned about. Like, I just want to make sure I'm doing my best.
You didn't care if it was an orange or a tangerine. I just wanted to, just took me for a surprise. Speed past there like you can just say that.
Orange and a tangerine are 2 different things.
I know. But you said, I don't care if there was orange or tangerine. What fruit factor you that?
It was just the first thing I thought of. I couldn't think of another option. Maybe I should have said an orange and an apple.
No, you should have said no food, period.
Well, that's the first thing came to my mind. So maybe because I'm thinking about food right now. I don't know.
Well, I would like to know what they're going to think. If it's 2 boys, comment. If you think it's a boy and a girl, comment. If you think it's 2 girls, comment. But please, no 2 girls. Can't do it.
I just have this gut feeling that it's gonna be a boy and a girl or 2 girls, and those little girls, ooh, they gonna rock his world. I am just gonna be so amused if it's 2 girls. Y'all do not understand. This man is the biggest teddy bear that thinks that he's like a true gangster. And if he have 2 little girls, y'all gonna see this man turn into a whole princess.
For real?
I keep trying to tell him that they are gonna rock his world. He don't understand. Like, he be telling me I'm too soft on my son, but I'm like, you don't understand the relationship between a mother and a son, and like the relationship between a dad and a daughter is just the same. Like, that's why I just have a feeling God gonna just show him.
Got a lock in the basement, man. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm just gonna sit back and laugh. I'm just gonna be cracking up all the rest of my life at how these little girls just came along and just showed him who was boss. It's girls rule and boys drool.
I know. All that. Whatever he's selling, I'm buying.
All right, y'all. Well, I will. Hopefully, we can video the ultrasound. I'm hoping. We couldn't last time, but we're gonna try to sneak and do it this time.
We're gonna get it done.
We're determined to get some video footage of the ultrasound. So we're gonna make it happen some kind of way. So yeah, so y'all just stay tuned and see you guys later. All right, so when we were driving, we were talking and we came up with a bet before we go into this doctor's appointment. So I truly believe it's a boy and a girl, and if we get the genders, you know, anyways, I think it's a boy and a girl. He thinks it's 2 boys. So I bet him that if it's a boy and a girl, and I'm right, he has to wear a tutu and a crown one whole day if I'm right. And then what do you bet for me if you're right?
Whatever I want, you gotta do.
Mr. Nasty Time. So we're documenting it so you guys know what has to happen if whoever is right or wrong. Now, there is one tiebreaker here where nobody has to do anything, and that's if it's a girl and a girl. So if we have two girls, then nobody loses. So we'll see what happens. So extra. Feel kind of cute.
You feel kind of cute?
So we just finished our appointment and I'm like
Emotional.
mad as hell.
She's on the emotional roller coaster.
You tell them what happened, so since you saw it differently.
Basically, my wife had high hopes for a lot of things that she's seen on
Yeah,
YouTube.
put your seatbelt on.
Hold on 1 second. Gotta put the seatbelt on. She gotta put hers on too. The seatbelt, please. Basically, my wife was expecting more than what she was that she got. I think she's seen on YouTube. So for women out there that's going to your doctor, don't expect a lot. You know, you probably have to go to, I ain't gonna say entertainment, because my wife don't like the word entertainment, because the lady will say entertainment. One outside doctor and get your ultrasound if you want to know, you know, certain things. If you want to take pictures, videos, and stuff like that. So, just for an update, for anyone who's watching YouTube, most of these doctor's offices, you cannot take videos or pictures, and they're strict about it. So, that's all. My wife was just hoping to hear the heartbeats and stuff like that. They were saying, you know, at this term in her pregnancy, she could not hear it because there's so much sound waves, electrons, stuff like that going through trying to hit a heartbeat. So it's not a good thing to do at this moment. So your basic your primary doctor is just worried about the health of the babies. So my wife, she was just upset because she, like I said, she's seen so many things and didn't get as much as she wanted. But she then got over it. She's a big girl. And we are going to try to get y'all some more information. If we have to go to an outside doctor just to get the stuff that she wants. Just to make mama happy.
I didn't get upset until the doctor, during the ultrasound, I already was disappointed that first thing she says when I get in there is, I can tell you now I'm not going to be able to tell you the genders because I would be making a guess. I was like, that's fine, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I just really care more about just making sure that they're healthy. And so I got over that really quick. I was over it. Then while she was working on baby A, the doctor came in, and the specialist, and I didn't mind that. I thought she was really nice, and she was giving me information, standard information. And then in talking, look at this foolishness, and talking to her, like, she was, you know, asking me if I had questions. I talked to her about certain things, and by the time we were done, baby B, I didn't even get to see baby B on the screen because I got distracted because she came in during the ultrasound, which I don't, you know, that was okay, I guess, but I can't record. And then I was hoping to at least be able to hear their heartbeats. And then by the time we stopped talking, the lady, the ultrasound tech, was done. So it was like, are you done? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, I didn't even get to see baby B. And so I'm just like, oh, so I just got super frustrated because I'm like, I can't record anything. I can't hear, I didn't get to hear the heartbeats. And then she was like, oh, I don't do heartbeats. I'm like, you don't do nothing. Like, clearly.
Literally, she told me. Like, she was not playing. Like, you don't do nothing. I'm like, oh. Right.
I didn't mean to say it, but I felt myself getting angry. And she's like, I don't do heartbeats. I'm like, you don't do nothing. And it just, like, at that point, I just started crying because I was frustrated. And I'm like, then the doctor is looking at me like I'm crazy, and she's like, well, what did you expect? And you know, tell me what you expect. And I'm like, well, just I've been waiting on this appointment since early April, and it's June, and so I came in here with expectations of hopefully at least being able to hear the heartbeat. I mean,
Let's start from what the first thing you're about to say. I've been doing a lot of research.
I've been doing a lot of research, yeah, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube. And I mean, I understand that people go to the other places, and you know, I told her, she was like, well, tell me, you know, what were your expectations and why? And so I told her, I said, well, I've just been seeing a lot of twin pregnancies where they get the genders around 14 weeks, and I'm 14 weeks, and so I just thought maybe it was a possibility. And that wasn't my biggest issue, to be honest. Like, not getting the genders, okay, whatever, but it was more or less, I missed the second half of the ultrasound. I didn't get to see the second baby. I didn't get to hear any heartbeats, and so I just was like, this appointment was just a disappointment for me because I've been waiting so long. So then she goes and says, like, you know, the primary concern is the health of the babies. And I'm like, that's the first thing I said, okay, don't do me. And she was like, you know, a lot of times she started talking about for entertainment purposes, ultrasounds are for the doctor to make sure that the babies are healthy, and it's not for the parents, for the moms, and it's not for entertainment purposes. That's why there are other places that you can pay for entertainment purposes. And I was just like, she kept saying that word entertainment, and I swear my head was about to blow. And I was like, am I done? Because if I wouldn't have got up, I was about to really get upset, because she kept saying for entertainment purposes, when the first thing I said was all I cared about was their health. It was just back to back. I didn't get much out of that appointment, in my opinion. Like, yes, they're okay, they're in there. I got a couple of my questions answered, but I was just slightly disappointed because everything I thought, not just 2 or 1 things, but everything I thought I was gonna get, I didn't.
Well, ladies, once again, your primary doctors would not give you the entertainment part of it. Alright? My wife, once again, she hates that word, but that's what the real doctors call the outside doctors. You know? They call them entertainment. Like,
not doctors, they call ultrasound techs, basically.
Ultrasound techs.
Entertainment ultrasound
people. You know, that's where you can take pictures and stuff like that. I understand it because it's radiation and stuff like that with the videos and stuff like that. They're concerned about the babies. So if you're going to see your primary doctor, or if you're having twins and you're high risk, they are mainly concerned about the babies, not even really the mothers too much. They just want to make sure everything inside of you are correctly in order. And true, that's your the reason why you take the appointment as well, to worry about what's going on inside, making sure they're comfortable, make sure what's going on basically in the body, make sure your baby's getting enough nutrients, but at the same time, as human beings, as women or men, they want to hear the heartbeats, they want to see the babies do the moving and all of the rest of it. But
I want to see the babies do the moving. I didn't get to see baby do nothing because she came in there and distracted me, and then had the audacity to tell me that she has appointments every 15 minutes. Now, when she said that, I was about to blow a gasket, because first of all, my appointment was at 10 o'clock. I didn't go in the back until almost 10:45. So I had already waited 45 minutes, and then you're going to tell me that you have appointments every 15 minutes, so you didn't see nothing wrong with baby A, because baby B hadn't even been shown yet. So you came in here because you saw that everything looked great, is what she said. Okay, thank you, but I want my time. Like, that's not, you don't tell me you got other 15 appointments every 15 minutes. I don't give a shit. I waited 45 minutes. And when she said that, I didn't want to be that girl to be like, ma'am, I waited my turn, and if it takes 30 minutes, it takes 30 minutes. Like, that's, you don't try to rush me out of here. And that's the first time that I've ever felt rushed at that clinic by the specialist. And I thought today was going to be a more thorough, detailed appointment, and it was the quickest, shortest, most bluntest appointment. And I'm not feeling her or her ultrasound tech at this point at all, because they don't do nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
And then I'm like, so now I'm gonna be when I go over there, they're gonna be like, oh, here she comes. And so I told them, going forward, they're not gonna hear nothing from me. I'm gonna come get my ultrasound. I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't need to know nothing. I don't need, just do your job, I guess, because your priority is your job and not entertainment purposes. And I'll do mine and get whatever you give me and roll out.
Basically, she threw a fit. That's what she did. She had a BF. She had a BF. Yeah, that's what she had.
I did. I was so upset. It's not funny.
But it's okay.
It's not funny. It's real. I really was upset.
She really was.
I was really upset. They made me mad, and then I'm like.
Then they made her cry. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, don't make her cry. But I talked to them one-on-one, and things will get better next time. They said they'll try, you know, to give her more next time. And I told them I appreciate it.
Now I gotta wait 5 weeks. 5 whole weeks for another appointment.
Well, baby A and baby B is doing well.
Well, yes, and thank you, honey. You're right. That's all I should be worried about, but I was upset. That was all I was worried about. It was just, they just kept hitting me with no's, and it just made me angry.
Then she had a BF.
I really did have a BF. Like,
I can tell no.
No is not a part of my vocabulary. You don't tell me no. Like, no.
You see what state she at right now when you tell her no. God damn it, my life.
Oh, I was just disappointed, that's all. But nonetheless, the babies are doing well. I got I got all of my questions answered, I guess. I mean, yeah, I feel like overall the information I got was okay, was good information. So I'm okay with that. And I mean, I got pictures and we got profile shots of the babies. And look at, they don't look like gummy bears anymore. They actually look like real babies. And they were moving around. I mean, well, not they. I only saw baby A. Did you even see baby B?
Mm-hmm. I just didn't hear his heartbeat.
Well, did she give you the numbers?
Yeah, the numbers for baby A heartbeat was 155. The heartbeat for baby B was 145.
They're closer now. Maybe they are the same sex. They were different at first by a lot. But anyways, so they are doing well. I mean, it's amazing that I can see their faces, and they definitely look like they got my husband's lips. Look at that. That looked like how DJ had his lips stuck out when he was born. When my son was born, let me see if y'all can see the lip. Like right there, that lip is poking out. When my son was born, he came out like, and that's his signature. Like, until he was like at least 5 years old, when he would get upset or cry, he would poke his lip out. And it looks like baby B is poking his lip out right now. Baby B probably felt me getting angry.
She probably be a girl.
Baby B was like, my mama is getting upset. What are y'all doing to her? But yeah, but they look good. And they were measuring right on track. 13 weeks and 6 days is exact. So they are very healthy, and thank God for that, because I was concerned, especially because I'm losing weight. But the doctor even said that if she would only suggest I gain 10 pounds for the whole pregnancy. I was like, okay, all right, I'll take that. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I guess that's enough of this rant. We don't have nothing else to show y'all anyway, so me being a big old baby, and I'm not even this emotional. I was just upset.
No, she really is this emotional. No, don't let her fool you. Just don't say no.
What?
Just don't tell her no. She'll be fine.
I'm gonna have a BF.
We'll BF, you tell her no.
All right, y'all enjoy. Hopefully y'all get y'all kicks out of this one.
Yeah, I did.
My poor husband, Lord.
Pray for me, people. Pray for me. In these moments, you know, I was like, what is happening here? Okay. See, when that lady, I'm telling you, once you bought that first move, I knew it was over. And then you said, so we didn't. You said, you put the hands up. I said, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, I gotta get serious mode. I gotta take it to the next level. And they just said, well, we can't. You like, we're gonna hit a heartbeat. You like, no. You like, no. She's like, so what you gonna do? You don't do nothing. I'm like, oh shit. This is about to go. She's about to throw a BF. She's about to have a BF. Then turn around, here you go. She was like, well, man, we don't want to do it. You know, we're not entertainment doctors. We were trying to find out, you know, what's going on with the baby. You're like, okay, you don't got to worry about it. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to let you do your job, and I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave. So, but, no, you're not understanding me. I'm not. My main concern is my baby's health first. But don't you gotta worry about me being a patient no more. I don't want to come here and you look like, oh, here comes the bad girl. The lady with the attitude. No. I'm like, oh shit. Get up, let's go. I was done. I couldn't even play no more. Go to the car.